On to something else. I've also had a dermatology appointment. This was about my skin, my scalp, my hair loss. It was mainly my hair loss that my rheumatologist was alarmed about. And so yeah, I saw a dermatologist. So the first thing I said to her when I was in there, the dermatologist, was that the butterfly rash on my face has been quite bad again, which I've mentioned in a couple of my videos recently. And I said it's weird because, you know, the weather's got colder, normally it's worse through summer, but it seems to have got worse since it's got colder. And she said, I know exactly what that is. Have you been wearing sun cream every day since it's been cold? And I was like, no. It's not been sunny, so I've not been wearing it, because that's just like what everyone thinks. But she was like, no, you need to wear it every day. Like, you have to put sun cream on your face every day. If you're leaving the house, or even if you're in the house but it's bright out, you need just wear it every day. She was like, if you could just get in the habit of putting sun cream on your face every day, that would be what was best. And since I've done that, it's been better. So she was right, and that's my own fault. I just, you know, automatically when the sun went in, I just stopped using it. But obviously this is my life now and I need to use sun cream every day. About my hair loss, for my scalp, because I have like, my scalp bleeds, scabs, it's itchy, it's sore, it's so sore, tender, it feels like all bruised. She's gave me the name of something that I could get over the counter, which I still haven't done, which is really bad. But I have a few things that I use at home that are helping, but I need to go and get the thing that she recommended. But for my hair loss, I looked through all my stuff and she said, I think what it is, and I said that it was here and here that were bad, and then the crack, like my crown. My crown hadn't gone fully bald, but just so thin that it felt bald, like so thin. And I've got quite, I don't know if today I'm not having a great hair day, but I've got like a lot of hair. I've always had really thick hair, so to have it like go that thin, you could really tell the difference. And as soon as she felt it, she knew, like, yeah, that's bad. But here and here, I'd actually got bald patches, which everyone said they couldn't notice, but it was there. And she was like, yeah, basically you've got frontal alopecia, which is just means you're losing your hair. She said, I think it's down to low iron. I think you have really low iron levels. And she was like, and that's what I think is causing it. And I honestly think if you get on some really strong iron tablets, that your hair will come back. For whatever reason, you have to take it with pure orange juice. Like, you have to drink the tablets, it makes it absorb better. So anyway, so that's what she said. She was like, if in 6 months time it hasn't made a difference, then, and then she said something, and again it went over my head, but Ben kind of said to me when we left, I think what she was saying was that if in 6 months the iron hasn't made your hair grow back, then your hair loss is because of your lupus and it's scarred, which means it probably won't grow back. So I was like, oh crap. So basically this iron needs to work. But anyway, I've been on it for a little while now, but not that long. Like, they told me it would be quite a while before it kicked in, and honestly, there's a significant difference already. Like, I don't know if you've been able to tell in videos, but I'm going to upload some photos or video clips now to show you like what it was before I started losing it, what it was at its worst, and then how it is now. And the difference is, I mean, I'm going to find my appointment because honestly, it wasn't that long. October, so it's literally been like 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks since I saw her and have been on iron, so that's crazy. The problem is though, is that as with everything in my life, nothing is straightforward, and iron tablets cause gastro problems. They make you constipated, they can make your tongue and your poo black. Very weird, I've not experienced that yet, but I have noticed that it's made me constipated again, and this is what a lot of my life has become like now, which is really frustrating, and I'm sure anyone that has like chronic illnesses can relate. you almost end up having to pick between different symptoms and different illnesses. Like, I now feel like I have to choose between either going to the toilet or having hair. I have noticed a huge difference, which has made me incredibly happy. Like, just, I can't even explain how happy. Now that it's like getting better and nearly, I think it's like basically back to normal. But I have all these like little broken bits, see, like that I didn't have before. All my hair was like the same length, but now I've got these little bits. But I said to Ben, at first I thought that was hair that's broken off, but now I've realised it's not, it's where it was bald and that's grown back. So like, that's crazy. That's quite a lot of growth for that, for just a few weeks, I think. That was positive. I've got an appointment, I think in like April, with dermatology to like follow up on that. But yeah, it's nice to have something actually improve for once. The last thing is my sleep problems. So they've said that I have parasomnia, but that I need further testing done. I had a sleep study done at home, but it was just, I think it's rubbish that they just do one night. Not that anyone wants to do it for more than one night, but how much can you gauge? Like, everyone has good nights and bad nights, you know? Anyway, I did it for one night at home and they didn't find sleep apnea, which is what they were looking for, which is obviously a good thing. But my sleep has been so bad recently. Like, all of this week, I've basically not slept. And when I have, I fall asleep and then 2 minutes later I wake up and I'm panicked and I can see things. It's really hard to admit to hallucinations, because I feel like everyone's just going to think I'm actually like lost my mind, that I'm not actually insane. But it's not like, oh, I thought I saw something and then it was a shadow. I can see it. It is there. Like, my mind is creating things when I'm in that half awake, half asleep state that look 100% real. Like, when I see people in the room with us, that made my heart stop. That went just as I said that, so creepy. When I see people in the room with us, it looks exactly the same as it looks to me when like Ben is actually in the room with me. Do you know what I mean? I'm terrified most nights, and I think that's why I've not been sleeping recently, because my like terrors have got worse and my hallucinations have got worse. I just dread going to sleep, because I know that as soon as I fall asleep, about 20 minutes later, I'll be woke up, my heart will be racing, or I'll be crying or sweating, hallucinating and terrified. So it just puts me off. But I'm one of these people that needs sleep. I always have been. I'm not good sleep deprived. I just can't. I don't know how people function on like a few hours sleep a night. I've always needed like 12 hours a night. That's just the way I've been since I was a kid. Especially now I'm unwell and I have fatigue as well, like, because you just never really feel well rested. But to like know that I've literally had no sleep is horrendous. So yeah, it's been really bad. So on the 28th, I've got to go to a hospital in the middle of London, which is a specialist sleep clinic. And again, I thought I was going to have to stay there, but they said they'd send me an information pack and they haven't, so I called them and they said no, it's just the initial assessment. So I'm sure it will just be me going through my symptoms, ticking loads of boxes, crossing things, and then probably they'll plan with me what we're going to do going forward. So yeah, it's been, in terms of my lupus, a real mixed bag, but I feel like a mixed bag is better than a whole negative bag, which a lot of these videos end up being. It's just nice to have some good news. You know, my hair's growing back, that's amazing. They didn't find anything particularly alarming that they've told me about in the colonoscopy, so these are good things. I've got to take every little victory. I just have to, that's the way I've got to get through. So yeah. And also, I'm at this weird point in my like lupus journey where it's been just over a year since I got diagnosed, but longer than that, like 2 years since someone first mentioned it to me, that's what they thought I had, and since I was really unwell. So I know a lot more about it now, but still I feel like there's so much more to learn. So everything is still quite confusing. things happen and I'm like, is that a symptom? Am I having a flare up, or have I got a cold? Am I having a flare up, or is it just a bad day? It's difficult. Like, you can't expect someone to be an expert on something overnight, and so I'm learning as I'm going. And although I feel 1,000,000 times better than I felt the entirety of this summer, I have actually taken a step back. Like, just as summer ended, I felt the best I've felt in 2 years. And now I've taken a few steps back, but I'm wondering if that's because I overdid it, which I have a tendency to do. I feel better, and then I'm like, woo, I'm better, everything's back to normal, let's just do everything in the world and run around at 100 miles an hour, and then I like die. That's what's happening now, I think. So I just need to learn that balance, which is hard because I literally spent the entire of summer like not being able to move. So as soon as you can again, it's like, wow, I can do all the things I love again, I can go out, I can do this, I can do that, and you want to do those things. So having to like pull back and restrain yourself and say no, like you don't do it all, like take your time, because also with illnesses like lupus, you live in the fear that if you don't act on how great you feel today, tomorrow you could feel worse again, and then you feel like you've missed an opportunity. Do you know what I mean? It's really complicated, but I'm feeling pretty positive. So that's a good thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love how supportive you all are about me sharing my lupus stuff with you, because I know it's not like the typical YouTuber's video to do, but it really means a lot to me. It's been really helpful actually in terms of being able to like bookmark what's going on with my health. And actually every single time I make a video, I get people reaching out to me that either have lupus or know someone that has lupus, and connecting with people in that way is amazing. So just thank you guys for being so supportive, really. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I don't just talk about health problems and colonoscopies. I do fashion videos, beauty videos, Disney stuff, Harry Potter stuff, I vlog. I'm a creative being. So yeah, please join our little family. We'd love to have you. And yeah, I just hope you're having a wonderful day, and let's hope things just keep being positive. I will see you again soon. Bye.